Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. From the book of Psalm, chapter 119, verse 105. In a small coastal town where nights felt heavier than days, lived a young boy named Mark. His home stood quietly at the edge of a narrow alley, built from old plywood and rusted metal sheets. Inside, a single electric bulb once lit their evenings. But when financial hardship tightened around the family, electricity was the first thing they let go. Each night, darkness filled their home. But for Mark, darkness was not a reason to stop learning. His dreams were far bigger than the walls around him. He wanted to rise. He wanted to create a future where his family would no longer struggle. And above all, he wanted to use his life to lift others. So, while the world around him slept, he walked to the edge of the road where streetlights flickered. There, beneath the yellow glow, he found the only light available to guide his studies. Each evening, Mark dragged a small wooden table from home and placed it directly under the tall streetlight. Its buzzing hum became his nightly companion. With worn books tucked under his arm and a notebook filled with hand-me-down pages, he studied until the late hours. Cars passed occasionally, their headlights brushing softly across his tired face. People who walked by noticed him hunched over his notes, squinting through dim light, fighting sleep with determination stronger than hunger. Some felt pity. Some whispered about how hard life must be for him. But to Mark, these hours under the lamppost were precious. The streetlight was more than a source of brightness. It was a symbol of possibility. He believed that God placed light exactly where he needed it most. The late-night studying came with its cost. There were nights when Mark's stomach tightened from hunger, nights when fatigue shook his hands as he wrote formulas, nights when the rain forced him to huddle beneath the small roof of a nearby store. But he pushed forward day after day, week after week. He repeated lessons, solved problems by candlelight whenever someone gave him one, and reviewed books until the pages turned softer from use. Hardship sharpened his discipline. Scarcity strengthened his resolve. He reminded himself that every great dream requires sacrifice. And though his sacrifices were unseen and quiet, he believed they were guiding him toward a future only God could see. Years passed, and Mark's diligence did not go unnoticed. A teacher saw potential in him and offered extra worksheets. A neighbor gave him old books thrown out by their children. Another lent him a broken scientific calculator that still barely worked. These small kindnesses became stepping stones. He studied harder, prayed deeper, dreamed braver. Even without electricity, without comfort, without certainty, he kept going. Deep inside, Mark held on to a quiet promise that one day, the darkness he grew up in would not define the future he would build. Slowly but surely, a path began to open. When the time came to take the entrance exam for an engineering scholarship, Mark walked miles to reach the testing center. He carried with him not only notebooks, but years of discipline shaped by streetlights and struggles. Weeks later, a letter arrived, thin, worn, and folded carefully. He had passed. He earned a full scholarship. And just like that, the boy who once studied beneath uneven flickering lights stepped into a university with bright halls and powerful lamps. Lights he once dreamed of. But Mark never forgot where he came from. He never forgot the streetlights that held him, the nights that tested him, or the darkness that gave him fire. After years of hard work, Mark graduated as a certified engineer. But instead of seeking a high-paying job in the city, he returned home to the very community where he once sat beneath a streetlight. He dedicated his life to designing affordable solar panels for families who could not afford electricity. Small homes lit up one by one. Children read without straining their eyes. Parents worked at night with hope instead of fear. The same light that guided Mark became the light he gave back. He realized his purpose was never about personal success, but about creating brightness where darkness once ruled. His struggles had become his mission. His scars had become solutions. His past had become someone else's hope. Mark's story holds a reflection for us all. The streetlight symbolizes the truth that God always provides enough light for the next step, even when we cannot see the whole path. Hardships do not exist to break us, but to build the strength we will one day need to lift others. Sometimes God allows darkness not as punishment, but as training, so that when we finally rise, we do not rise alone. We rise carrying the light that can illuminate many lives. May we learn from Mark to persevere quietly, to believe fiercely, to trust that God sees every sacrifice, and to share the light we have received. Share this powerful story with anyone who is facing financial challenges today. And if you believe that God is your provider, your sustainer, and your source, type Amen or declare it boldly in the comments below.